So, I heard Mark bought you a $50,000 brand new car.
Yeah, he bought me the car to celebrate our marriage.
Of course, it's Mark. No surprise he can afford the car. But don't get it twisted. That car comes from Mark's earnings and not yours, okay? I mean, it doesn't make sense how he paid for the whole car to celebrate both of your marriage.
I know that. I'm not the only one using it. We're sharing the car. Plus, I'm thinking of buying a gift from my side as well. Anything else you want to say?
What's up with the attitude? You think you're better than me?
I never said that, did I? I'm just tired of being annoyed by you. Well, I'm used to it anyways, no big deal.
Since when was I annoying to you? Maybe you're just feeling persecuted. You should go get therapy. You're too introverted and gloomy. Get some help.
Sure, maybe I'm feeling persecuted. And since I'm such a gloomy person, I suggest you not deal with me anymore.
Not happening. You married my little brother. So we'll be staying in touch. Now that we're a family, let me borrow the car, okay?
I'm afraid not. The insurance is only applied to me and Mark, and no one else. Also, I heard you haven't driven for ages. I wouldn't take the risk.
It's only like 5 years. That's like nothing to drive a car. I'm sure I won't mess up. So give me the keys, will you? You don't deserve driving a $50,000 car.
Will you stop acting like a child? I'm never handing you the keys.
As I said, what's wrong with your attitude? I'm now your sister as well. You need to treat your family with respect.
My apologies, I was born this way. I'm not looking for any conflicts. I just want you to stop harassing me.
I'm just talking to you. How can this be harassment? Stop being such a baby. I'm starting to worry about the fact that you're Mark's wife.
Okay, I'll do my best. But I'm still not letting you use my car.
Ugh, you're the worst sister-in-law. Don't you know things go easier when you listen to people and treat them with respect? Grow up.
I believe you're the one who needs to grow up. If you're a grown-up, you should know how risky it is to drive someone else's car, especially without insurance.
You just don't want to share with me because you're poor and greedy. I should be driving a $50,000 car, not you.
Wow, jealous much? Why you? We've got the car for a new life, not yours. If you want a car so bad, why don't you buy one yourself? Or find someone who'll buy you one?
So you do think you're better than me, huh? Stop judging me. Anyways, I'm using the car whenever I want to. Do deal with it.
Seriously, would you please give me a break?
I'm now your older sister. You should be treating me with respect and listen to what I say. If you're not satisfied, grow up and win my respect.
You just want someone to be by your side and obey whatever you say. Am I wrong?
Wrong. All I'm telling you is to grow up and act mature. Then you'll notice that I'm always right.
I don't see the difference.
As I said, I'm still gonna borrow the car. Bye.
I said no.
Hey, was Emma harassing you again?
Kind of. It's helpless. She's been acting like a child just because I told her not to use our car. I guess we need to be extra careful about the security then. By the way, she's still thinking of using our car without permission.
Oh, please. I'm sorry to get you involved in this. I thought I wouldn't have to deal with her now that I'm with you, but I guess I was wrong.
Well, I'm used to ignoring her, so it's not as bad.
But it's gonna continue for years. I mean, I don't think I can handle it. It's best if she gets married and moves out of town.
I agree, but I'm sure there's no chance she'll get married.
You're probably right, but I don't want to leave my sick parents here and leave the town. I know I'm being pretty selfish, and I'm really sorry.
Don't worry. I love talking to your parents. They're very nice. I'm willing to help. I'm more worried about you, Mark. I don't think I can live a fulfilling life with such a sister-in-law. No offense.
If I can find just one single trigger to cut ties and free us, I'm more than delighted. But sadly, my parents are too kind that they don't mind living with a grown unemployed daughter living on their money. Emma should be the one supporting her parents, Not the opposite. I'm always busy at work, so I need her to step up.
I think you can just not deal with her anymore. She'll wander off to trouble by herself. I'm not saying we should wait, but there's basically nothing we can do about it, right?
I agree. Sorry again for getting you involved in all of this crazy stuff. I should be ashamed of myself for having conflicts with my family even after I got married.
It's alright. Things happen. We're in this together, alright? I'm always on your side to support you.
Thank you so much.
Hi there. Can I have a word for a minute?
Hello. What brings you here again?
It's about your car. I kinda crashed into an electricity pole. Now it's like a piece of junk.
What do you mean, your car? Ours hasn't been delivered yet.
Wait, what?
I don't understand. Whose car are you talking about?
The car parked right in front of your apartment. That's yours, right? The car Mark bought you.
Excuse me? That parking lot belongs to the apartment building across the street, not ours. Our parking lot is right behind the building.
You're kidding. I don't believe you. Then what? Whose car is this?
Don't ask me. It must be a car of someone completely different. What in the world are you doing? This is no joke.
I thought it was yours. It looked like it.
Even if it was, do you think it's okay to drive someone else's car without permission? Tell me about the car. Is it broken? Is it repairable?
I think it needs a bit of repairing.
But you said it's like a piece of junk. Tell me the details. Is there anything else you did to the car besides crashing it into a pool?
No, but it was an accident, not on purpose.
Are you sure? You should speak the truth while there's still a way back.
I promise I'm not lying.
Yeah, sure. But there's nothing I can do to help a liar.
Fine, I admit it. I crashed into electricity poles and trees on purpose.
And that's how the car became a piece of junk, correct? How did you even survive all that?
I did get injured a little, but if that's what it takes, you know.
I'm surprised that you're at least that brave, but you're still hopeless. So let's sort this out. You stole some random person's car and turned it into a piece of junk. Wow, you're insane.
Did you have the need to say that? Anyways, do something. You promised.
What promise?
You said you'll help if I tell you the truth.
Well, after listening to what you have done, I don't think I can be any help for this. I mean, unfortunately, you committed a crime, and a pretty hefty one. So I think it's better for you to compensate for what you did.
That wasn't the deal, you traitor. It's not fair.
Excuse me? Who exactly stole an expensive car and crashed it around on purpose?
Fine, but what should I do now?
I'm not sure, but try checking the glove box. There should be some documents or insurance papers. I mean, call the owner of the car. There should be his or her number.
So, I should make a direct phone call?
It's probably the easiest way.
What should I tell that person?
Why ask me? Come up with it on your own. You're grown up, right?
It's impossible. I've never had this kind of experience.
Congratulations, you get to experience it now. Just give up and make the phone call. We need to see how the car owner will respond.
You're right. I guess there's no other choice. I'm so pissed right now.
How did it go?
I told him everything would happen with all my heart, and he's still so angry. I said I was sorry. What's wrong with this guy? You know what? I'll just go home. He doesn't even know who I am. Too bad for that guy.
Hey, it's Mark.
Oh, hi. I'm glad your car wasn't destroyed. I got in trouble a bit, but I'll go home for now and refresh my mind.
No, don't you dare step a foot into the house.
What?
I talked with Mom and Dad. We're all at their house right now. And from the crime you committed and your attitude, Mom and Dad decided to kick you out of the house.
What do you mean, kick out?
It means kick you out. I'm sorry for you, but it's time for you to get out of the house and live on your own. We can't take care of you anymore. Me, Mom, and Dad. All of us. We've had enough.
What are you talking about? I didn't do anything to your car.
I never mentioned my car. Don't you understand? You're a grown-up. You need to be responsible for what you've done. So first, you need to turn yourself in. Don't you even think about trying to get away.
Stop being so bossy. Since when were you my boss? I don't mind leaving home. I'm fine on my own. Even if the cops come for me, I'll tell them it was just an accident.
Hey, wake up! You stole someone's car, and that's already a crime. But look what you did. You even crashed it on purpose.
They would never find out, trust me.
I knew you were not okay in the head, but this is ridiculous. If you're not turning yourself in, I'm calling the cops. It's up to you. How would you like it?
What? Are you nuts? You're trying to betray me. I'm your sister.
Exactly. That's why I'm telling you. I want you to think about what you did, and come back not as a criminal, but as my family.
Stop joking. What are you, a priest?
You still won't change your mind?
I mean, why would I? Plus, you won't even have the guts to call the police, will you?
Wait. Oh, my bad. My wife already called the cops. She couldn't take it anymore. So I guess it's useless arguing.
That freak! I knew she was gonna betray me. She's gonna pay for this.
Whatever. By the way, did you renew your driver's license since the last time you drove?
No. What about it?
Oh my god. You just added unlicensed driving to the list. I'm sure nothing can save you now. Okay, I've had enough of this. I have to break it to you, but you're no longer my sister.
Wait, what do you mean?
Not only do you have to pay for the penalty, but you also owe the car owner a new car and the money for compensation. Don't come back until you work hard and pay back whatever you need to.
Great! Now even you're trying to bully me. You're my brother. Can I ask for some help here?
I never bullied you. How about you grow up already?
Soon after, Emma got arrested. She was fined for all the things she did. With the fee to repair the car and the compensation all included, the cost was nearly $200,000. And since she was kicked out of her parents' house, she didn't have anywhere to go and ended up being homeless for a while. Luckily, she found a job where the company provided a place to stay. But rumors say that she is devastated from all the work with such a low salary. It's better for her to think about everything she has done. But living in debt and working just for paying back for the money she owes? Will Emma ever have free time to think about anything? At least I don't think she would.
Rory, I need you to do the washing before I get home. There's a dress in there that I want to wear tonight when I go out with the girls. I also need to have dinner before I leave. Can't drink on an empty stomach and all. So, can you make something for when I get home? Preferably something fairly light. Maybe Eggs Benedict? You know I hate your pasta dish, so definitely not that. It's just plain disgusting.
Oh, hello, Mom. Yeah, I'm okay. Thanks for asking. What's that? How's my day going? It's not too bad, actually.
Oh, stop being so snarky, Rory. I don't have time for this. I'm still working, unlike some people.
What's that supposed to mean?
You know exactly what I'm on about.
Oh, so you're back on this spiel again? Trying to claim that I don't work or anything, so I should act like your personal maid?
Look, we both know you don't do anything but lounge at my house all day. The least you could do is some household chores and whatever else I ask of you. It's not that hard. And whilst you're at it, I need you to take your dad shopping before I get back. So all of those other chores best be done before you leave. I really need that dress. It's the black mini one with the little straps.
What does Dad need to go shopping for?
He needs some new clothes and some new shoes. It could take a while. Oh, and if he asks where I am when you get back, just tell him I've gone over to your grandma's or something. He doesn't need to know that I've gone out with my friends. Otherwise, he'll just get all clingy and annoying, demanding that I come back home.
Well, if Dad doesn't like the idea of you staying out late and getting drunk, maybe you should have a talk with him? I mean, he kind of has a point. It's not good to go out and get hammered, especially when you've got work tomorrow still. It's probably not sensible to lie about where you are. What if something happens?
Listen, are you the mom or the kid? Stay in your lane. Just do what I say and there'll be no issues. Got it?
Fine. Whatever.
Good. Oh, and I also need you to transfer me some money. About 200 should do it.
That's quite a lot of money, Mom. What do you need it for? I've already paid my share of the rent and bills this month.
Well, I need it for tonight, obviously. It's going to be quite an expensive night. Can you stop questioning everything I say? It's getting tiresome.
I'm not giving you $200 just so you can go and drink it away. That's a lot of money, and I'm not going to let it be wasted on a night out.
Excuse me? You are my daughter, and I have brought you up and made sure you had a good life until adulthood, and you were able to go off on your own. But you chose not to do that, didn't you? Instead, you chose to stay living with me and your father in my house. So it's simple. You need to help pay towards rent and bills, and whatever else I say. You can't just freeload off of us for the rest of your life.
I don't freeload off you. In fact, I pay a lot of money toward the bills. I also buy my own food and whatever else I want. I never ask you or Dad for anything. The only reason I'm still at home is because I'm trying to save up for my own house. They're just incredibly expensive at the moment.
Look, your dad might fall for that, but you can't fool me. I know that you're just trying to leech off of us, but I'm not going to let that happen. So you better just do what I say if you want to have a peaceful life living in my home.
I'm not trying to leech off of anyone. What kind of mom talks to their child like that? You act as if I'm some horrible stranger you don't know.
Just because you're my daughter doesn't mean I have to let you do whatever you want. I'm trying to show you that if you want to live your life at 26 years old with your parents still, then there are going to be certain things that you need to do in order to help out.
I do help out.
Look, I really need to get back to work. Just make sure you do what I've asked you to do, and that your dad isn't in the house when I get back. I don't want another argument with him about this.
Fine. Ugh.
Your mom again?
Yeah. She just messaged me demanding that I cook her dinner, wash her clothes for her night out, distract my dad while she sneaks out to go on said night out, and give her $200 so that she can buy herself drinks all night. I mean, what kind of mom does that?
A pretty rubbish one, I'd have to say.
Yeah, sorry about just randomly dumping all that on you.
Hey, it's okay. It's what best friends are for. I'm just sorry you have to put up with someone like that on a daily basis.
I know. If I could just get out of here, things would be so much better. I don't know how my dad puts up with her. I swear, if I wasn't there, she'd just use him as her own personal punching bag.
Your dad's way too sweet for that.
Yeah, but it's not like I can just go up to him and be like, "Hey Dad, I think you should divorce Mom and leave her." Although I wish I could. Have you ever heard of a child actually wanting their parents to divorce? I know I haven't.
Yeah, but it's not exactly like your mom acts like a mom. She acts more like a teenager wanting to go out all the time with her friends and get drunk.
That's true. You know, she thinks she's so sneaky, but I know that she's actually cheating on my dad with some guy she works with.
Why don't you tell your dad that? He'd leave her if he knew what she was actually doing.
I want to tell him, but I also know that it'd break his heart. For some odd reason, he actually loves her. I don't want to be the person who destroys that love in over 20 years of marriage.
It's a tough situation. But do you really want him to continue living with someone who is betraying him in such a horrible way? Surely that's worse than telling him what's actually happening. I know I'd hate to be kept in the dark if something like that had happened to me.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I'm going to have to think about what to do.
Well, whatever you decide, I'm here for you.
Thank you, Sadie. Means a lot.
Rory, why isn't my dinner ready? And why isn't my dress washed? Rory!
I guess I just didn't get around to doing it. Oh well.
Ugh, that's it. I've had enough of your snarky and sarcastic attitude. I mean, all I ask is for you to do a few things, and you can't even do that. If you're not going to be useful and helpful, then I have no other option than to kick you out of my house. I don't care if you have nowhere else to go. I want you gone by the end of the week.
You know what? That's fine by me.
Yeah? Well, have fun sleeping on the streets.
Who said anything about sleeping on the streets?
Well, you've got nowhere else to go. I know you haven't gotten enough money to buy your own house.
Actually, I think you'll find that I do now.
What? How? That's impossible. There's no way that you've been able to save up that much. Where did you get the money from?
Well, Dad is giving it to me.
What? He doesn't have that kind of money.
Not at the moment, he doesn't, but when the divorce goes through and he sells the house, he said he's giving me half of it to buy my own place to live.
Divorce? What divorce?
Oh, yeah. Dad's divorcing you.
What? Why?
Because you've been cheating on him for God knows how long, and because you're just a generally horrible person. I'm surprised he didn't leave you sooner.
How did he know I've been cheating on him?
Well, you didn't hide it very well.
What do you mean?
I've known that you've been cheating on Dad for months now. The only reason I didn't say anything sooner is because I didn't want to hurt Dad. But after some careful consideration, I've decided that letting him stay married to a horrible person like you is hurting him much more than telling him about your infidelity.
You told him?
Yep. As soon as I did, he said that he was going to divorce you, as he doesn't want to stay with someone so vile.
You are such a horrible daughter. I can't believe you're actually related to me.
I feel exactly the same about you.
Well, if you think that I'm just going to let you and your dad sell off my home and split the money between the two of you, you're sorely mistaken. I'm going to fight with everything I have to make sure that I get what I deserve. I'm going to hire the best lawyers that money can buy and take everything from you and your dad.
Well, you can try, but with the evidence that Dad's got, I'd be surprised if you ended up with anything at all.
What do you mean? What evidence?
Well, it seems that one of your so-called friends had had enough of your horrible and vile behavior and decided to film you at a bar together with some guy. She did this every time that she saw the two of you together. I think she was planning on blackmailing you. Dad messaged a bunch of your friends after I told him of your infidelity. He wanted to make sure it was true or not. And this friend of yours sent him all the videos and messages and pictures that she had gathered.
How could she do this to me?
Maybe, if you weren't so mean and vitriolic to people, they would be more inclined to help you and be your friend. As it turns out, though, you've annoyed the wrong woman, and she has been more than happy to help Dad bring you down a peg or two, which is great for us. Oh, and Dad has also gone over the bank records for the last few months and found out that you've been spending a lot of money from your joint account, something that you really shouldn't have done, as the judge will surely say that you need to repay any and all money you've taken from it that wasn't agreed by the both of you. Yeah, looks like you'll be the one living on the streets.
But I'm your mother. How could you do this to me?
You're not my mom. You might have given birth to me, but you've never acted like a proper mom. You belittle and degrade me and basically just try and make me do whatever you feel like. I'm glad to be getting rid of you from my life.
I'll get you back for this.
No, you won't actually, because I'm also getting a restraining order against you. If you come anywhere near me, it's off to jail for you. So, have a nice life. Or don't. I don't really care anymore. After that, my dad went through the process of getting divorced from my mom and settling all of the money and assets. Like I thought, because my mom was the one cheating and using the joint account illegally, she had to forfeit pretty much all of the money from the selling of the house and all of the other assets. I was finally able to buy my own house with my dad's help, and we're both living very happily in a much more relaxed and less toxic life. As for my mom, well, I don't really know what happened to her. She disappeared after the divorce was finalized, and I haven't heard from her since. Something I am more than happy with.